Impromptu pitch. I gotta wait for my little graphic. They get mad at me if I don't let it go. So impromptu pitch is where we are
Do they
gonna...
get mad at you?
Huh?
Do they talk to you about it?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them. You know. Let's not get into details. So impromptu pitch is where we're gonna play where I'm the big studio exec.
Hey.
I'm the big studio exec.
Look at you.
And
Congrats.
you guys are coming to me with your next big movie pitch.
Oh, that's great.
And your next big movie pitch is gonna involve prompts that we're gonna pull from Twitter.
Really excited about it.
Yeah, so you guys will use a person, place, and genre in your pitch. You'll have 60 seconds on the clock, and the twist is you will do the pitch one person at a time, and I will decide when you switch between people. Does that make sense, Matt?
I wasn't listening.
Perfect.
The name is so great.
Steve Buscemi,
Nice.
at a high school, and it's a mystery, and this is from Rack City, at Rack City.
Fucking Rack
I
City.
don't like that Steve Buscemi's in a high school.
Steve Buscemi's in a high school,
Neither
and there's
does
a
he.
mystery. Start off with Joel in this one. 60 seconds on the clock, go.
In a world where Steve Buscemi went to a high school and then there was a mystery.
All right.
No, I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name.
What is he doing there?
There's a murder, Jeremy. There's a murder of someone that we don't know.
Jeremy.
And Steve Buscemi, being a harmless janitor, that's the only reason he's in the high school. He needs to figure out why this murder happened because he found the body inside of his trash barrel as he was rolling it down the hall.
Joel.
Wait, he found what in the trash barrel when he was rolling
The
it?
dead body.
He found a dead body in the trash.
You don't have a can.
I broke him.
You gotta sit here.
No, I'm Joe. We only have 15 seconds.
And then, because they were in a high school, they started singing.
Jeremy.
Steve Buscemi did it.
Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba.
How was that worse than ours?
Ba, ba.
Maybe it wasn't worse than ours.
Everything fit in there.
We'll find out.
It was very efficient.
That was a great story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I think the only...
It's called balls. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Do you want to switch spots?
I'm good.
You got this?
I'm ready.
All right.
What's the name?
It's balls.
Balls? It's called Balls?
Balls.
It was his idea.
No, it wasn't. You said it.
No,
You don't get to do that.
John, it was my idea.
Helpful. What's your worry? Oh.
That could be so many different emotions. I don't know.
think we can read those emotions.
It's like I'm always looking at something right in front of the sun.
Yeah. You nailed the placement of that hand. Were you practicing that?
No, did I get it?
I think you're scaring your teammate.
No, I didn't practice on the bag. I just practiced on Jaden Smith.
It's like right there.
Let's see what your prompts were.
They better be good ones.
Tina Fey, Blaine Gibson's apartment, and it's a rom-com, and this is from B Radhart 977.
Okay.
So Tina Fey in Blaine
Blaine is the
Gibson's.
guy.
Yeah, you met Blaine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Look at some keywords here. Muscly, douchebag, Tinder. That's all you need to know.
There you go.
Okay, so keywords there.
And this is a rom-com. So you guys have 6 seconds on the clock. We'll start off with Bernie.
All right.
Ready, set, go.
All right, first of all, it's very nice to see you today. Thanks for making time to see us today. We really appreciate it. So we got this great idea. Tina Fey is very interested in being in it. We optioned the story of Blaine Gibson's apartment. You, of course, know who Blaine Gibson is.
We optioned that story, and what we did is we want to take Blaine Gibson's apartment. We want to make that a character of its own. We want that to live as a character of its own.
Blaine. Bernie.
Okay, just gotta imagine like this. It's its own story, but it's like Tinder meets Ookie Cookie, okay? That's the way this works. Is that it's a story of a young guy who acts like he can't get dates, but he's constantly bringing like lots of circle jerk scene guys over to his apartment.
Kirk.
Tina Fey.
And I know what you're thinking. Where's Tina Fey? Well, Tina Fey plays a baker, and what she specializes in is cookies and cookie delivery. So what happens is Tina Fey has a hot delivery of hot cookies.
Bernie.
They're called Ooty Goody Cookies. Big mix up. Long story short, they meet, worlds collide, they fall in love, they live happily ever after.
Wow, perfect.
Yeah, used all of our time.
Yeah. What's the name of this film?
What's the name of the film?
Yeah.
It's called,
You got your Ooty Goody in my Ookie.
that's what it's called.
Okay, do they get points taken off because they don't know that this is a volleyball and not a basketball?
Well, no,
No,
he
the
was-
basketballs are from Mars.
Right.
Pay attention.
Someone wasn't listening to the story, John.
It's It's a volleyball that's racist against basketballs.
What is bad listener for 200 points, John?
This is getting me angry. This is filmmaking 101.
I don't know what's happening here.
This took
What
so
is
much
this?
time and preparation.
I don't get this.
You have like 10 of those in there.
Listen, I'm prepared.
God.
The
Prom star.
team. Oh,
Shia LaBeouf in a cabin. This is a suspense film. And this
Do
is
it! Yes.
Kay the Unamazing. So Shia LaBeouf in a cabin.
You said tomorrow yesterday. That's all I know.
Save it for the pitch. 60 seconds on the clock, starting with Aaron on this one. Ready, set, go.
Okay. Shia LaBeouf takes his girlfriend to a cabin in the woods. They're going to go on a romantic holiday.
Barbara.
right?
And they arrive at the cabin and they realize that the door is locked and the key that he has doesn't work. So they go around to the back of the cabin.
Aaron.
And they go down into a cellar in order to get up, through the stairs. And they get down into the cellar and they see lots of bags hanging from the rafters.
Barbara.
right?
Turns out it's just campers who were there before cocooning themselves underneath the cabin. But what happened was the cocoons actually killed all of them.
Aaron.
So Shia LaBeouf opens up one, gives it a lick, and says, well, this one's not ready yet. And he goes ahead and zips it back up, and they start heading up the stairs. And his girlfriend's looking at him kind of odd
Barbara.
at this point.
And the one that he licked was actually a girl, and she said, what the fuck was that? Are you cheating on me with this dead body? And the dead woman comes up from upstairs and said, Shia, I've always loved you.
Aaron.
And he pulls out another bag, and he says, you guys are just going to have to cocoon for the night and fight for my love and get out of this cabin alive.
You're done.
Do it! So we're done.
I wasn't paying attention to the clock.
No, you weren't. What's the name of your film?
Cabin in the Hood.
Oh my god.
Boo! I mean, yes.
You were really fucking your own
Your,
team
your,
here.
your teammate didn't even like that
Not
one.
cabin in the womb? Nothing?
Oh, that was good.
Cabin in the...
Also, John, I don't know if you meant to be anti-Semitic, but when you introduced Joel, you said, let's start with Jew Joel.
Did I?
You did.
Well, we should get points for that, probably.
Yeah.
Those of you watching at home can check the tape. He said Jew
John, I demand
Joel.
5 points.
Jew Joel.
What's the conversion rate of points to Jewish currency?
As Joel's
Why are
legal
you asking
advisor.
me?
Barbara,
What are you trying to imply?
you can get 5 points, Joel. 10 to 1?
Oh.
Oh,
5
then you get
points.
1 point.
Oh, there you go. No, I think it should be half a point, actually.
1 point.
Oh, okay.
-5 for questioning my.
Well, there
my
goes your
points.
5 from the last round.
Well, I think you're stupid. Already at 0 anyway, but you're right.
Well, the lip did originally give you the 5 points.
So what I need is I need a person.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. I need a place. RTX. I need a genre. Anime. 60 seconds on the clock, starting with Miles. Ready, set, go.
It was just another RTX, except this time Liam Neeson was here to fuck some shit up with his samurai sword and friendly furry companion,
Aaron.
Star.
Fucker. He was just another friendly furry companion until Liam Neeson found out one secret thing.
Miles.
He fucked stars! And Liam Neeson was #1 on his list. So the two of them slipped backstage behind the on-the-spot presentation and they started banging when suddenly seven
Aaron.
samurais
Started really enjoying it. That's when the third act comes in. Liam Neeson takes his samurai sword and inserts it
Miles.
right up
his ass! Because he's into anal shit. Just like any good American citizen is.
Aaron.
the end.
In theaters this summer.
Good. It's good.
Really solid. Really solid.
I'd watch it.
I would pay to see that.
What's the name?
The Seventh Samurai fucks Liam Neeson and his starfucker friend.
That's catchy. That's
Is there
good.
a colon in there somewhere? or-
No, just a run-on
Well, I guess
sentence.
there is a colon in there, but it's a little bit different kind.
It's at the end of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'd go see that.
ISIS. Kanye West at Comic-Con, and this is a horror film, and this is from Zamorak X. X Amarak X?
Is someone going to throw
Kanye West to me from off camera.
You can hold Golden Gus if that makes you feel more Kanye.
All right.
Do you want Wilson?
Okay,
somebody
so Kanye
should-
West
Some
horror.
Shutter Shades?
You've been to Comic-Con, Gus, so you have some. You can
Yeah.
draw some experience for this.
I've been there.
Joel, no talking.
I'm not planning
Joel.
against them.
He's not talking.
Okay.
He's just really close to me.
I know what they're gonna do.
No.
I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna interrupt like Kanye. They're gonna come up.
We would never do that.
You're gonna be like, I'm gonna let you finish.
We are gonna let you finish.
All right.
60 seconds on the clock. Start off with John on this one. Ready, set, go.
Kanye West flies into Comic-Con to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy, which he has nothing to do with.
Gus.
But of course, he's an expert as it's a form of art, and Kanye West is a master of all forms of art. When giving his panel and his discussion about Guardians of the Galaxy, the power suddenly cuts off.
John.
And he sees in front of him a floating bloody hand with a big diamond ring on it. And
Gus.
It's the disembodied hand of Rick Ross, and it's pointing out towards the main hallway.
John.
He runs out of there like a bat out of hell. He goes to the concession stand. He asks for a Pepsi. He starts drinking the Pepsi in front of the bloody hand with the ring on it.
Gus.
And to his horror, he discovers it's not a Pepsi at all, but a Coca-Cola product. So in horror, he starts running out of the convention center to only be confronted by throngs of ghosts. Ghosts of Comic-Con's past.
What's the emotion on that one?
Please don't fire me.
What's the emotion?
Sexy.
You think that's sexy? Maybe that's why you didn't do so well on Love Connection.
Okay. That included Kanye, and there was horror in there.
And it was a
Did we mention the title of the project? Is
Oh, we didn't do titles.
Ours doesn't need one.
Yeah, what's your title?
Comic Kanye.
There you go.
Fucking drop that mic.
So sorry to all the people.
Now it's just pointing at your dick.
As it should be. You might have some things to say.
It's got a lot to say.
What's the name of your movie?
What?
What's the name
Do you
of our
remember
movie?
your movie, Joel?
What? We're Baghead.
So no one expects the racism.
Action panel.
Well, Liam Neeson's in it. I don't know what that
Animated.
means.
No. They superimposed footage of Liam Neeson. It's like a
like
a
Space
reverse. It's like a reverse. What's the
Did you see Who Framed Roger
Yeah,
Rabbit?
Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
So
I will
It's real-
find you, and I will fuck you.
You're helping them.
There's our
Oh, I'm sorry.
tagline.
I like the anticipation. And they're kind of playing into our title, Blue Ballers.
Mario and Luigi. Oh, we have props for you guys.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
All right, great. There
Mario
we
and
go.
Luigi in Egypt, and this is a comedy. And this came from, I can't read their
good.
Twitter handle right now. It came from someone from Twitter. Yeah, 6 seconds on the clock. Paul's ready. Oh,
yeah.
Ready? We'll start with you. Ready, set, go.
The Middle East conflict is mired down in a lot of politics. There's only two people that can get in there and solve a problem. They are the people who beat King Koopa numerous times. They're going to get into the West Bank situation.
Gus.
And they're going to regulate. They're going to show up, and bad boy style, they are going to settle this conflict once and for all by bringing together
all the different people and showing them that, hey, look, even though they're different, we're all kind of the same. But their Brooklyn attitude is going to have a lot of funny pieces. Going like, hey, how do you eat that falafel? Hey, what is that? We call that pizza. You know, that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of...
So then we encounter a lot of like ethnic mismatch situations. There's going to be a bit of a chase, like a heist going on.
Oh, amazing.
Like there's going to be a group seeking to sabotage the discussions.
But obviously, while that's going on, we're going to also tease the next movie. It's a trilogy. And we're going to...
And there's the tease.
Yeah,
There it is.
The tease.
I wish I could tell you more. I really do.
wish.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie?
Were they from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
All right.
so.
You were so confident there for a second, Michael. Then you went with, I think so.
I think they were.
Yeah.
John Leguizamo. Where
Yeah,
else would he
come
be
on.
from?
You went
Hey, Mario, forget about it.
that went political at first, but then I think the comedy came back at some
Well,
point.
the comedy was in all the different factions.
The political is just like the backdrop of which the comedy's placed
I was
on.
waiting for you guys to jump on someone's head, quite frankly. Is that in
Well,
the
that's
sequel?
kind of the tease at the end. Yeah.
At the end, it ends with you jumping.
Gotta save something for the
Matrix style?
sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
think
It was
about
worth
it,
a bet.
Lip give it. Lip take it.
Oh, yeah. Come on. What is this?
I have no understanding.
Who? Oh.
It's Nicolas Cage.
Is this like product placement? Did we get some sort of bag endorsement or something?
I bought a lot of bags at H-E-B, and they asked if I needed a bag.
Batman in Candyland, and this is a thriller / horror, and this is from at Markel Dyer. Markel Dyer?
Marcel
Dyer?
Dwyer.
Change your Twitter name.
No spoilers.
Okay, so Batman in Candyland, in this thriller horror movie. So 6 seconds clock. We'll start with John on this one. Ready, set, go.
All right, we open on a big amusement park filled with sugary delights, and Batman comes swooping in on his, gliding cape, and
Chad.
And it turns out that there's a new Batman villain we've never heard about called the Board Game Master. And what he's done is built a giant theme park to attract people, but instead it's this horrible horror ride that just keeps killing people over and over.
And the only way you can play is you have to power the ride yourself, and the only fuel source for your body is sugar. And you have to use a lot of sugar and fill yourself up with that to keep pedaling as fast as you can to go down the ride.
Chad?
So this is going to tackle real-world issues of diabetes as well as a psychological horror thriller. So we're going to teach kids about, proper nutrition, but while also Batman stops murder. Oh, I thought that was...
No, someone's just ringing the bell.
No, the bell's right there. Yeah, so eventually Batman will track down the Board Game Master inside the ride.
John?
And post-credits, we'll find out that Batman does indeed now have diabetes, which sets up our sequel, Batman and Diabetes.
Is that the first time someone's made it to the credits on the impromptu pitch?
There's been a couple occasions, but it seems to be difficult to do. All right, what's the name of this?
Oh. The Sugary Batmaster.
Sugary Batmaster?
Batmaster.
Is that a porn? I didn't know we were doing porn.
It's the first time the porn parody comes before the actual movie.
Oh, it's just
like the
innovative.
movie's the
Forward thinking.
spin-off of the porn parody.
All right.
Things are turning into that.
It's very innovative.
There's-
Abracam.
There it is.
Move on. We're gonna move on to the eyebrow cam. We're gonna play impromptu pitch.
Nice.
She did. That helped.
Now I know why we're on a team. Hey!
Put it down.
10 points to Barbara.
Sad eyebrow cam. I'm getting you all the eyebrow points.
Wait, I just got us 10 points for being mean to you.
Eyebrow cam. What did she?
No, it doesn't work if you say it after it happens. Barbara looks scared of the eyebrows.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Tom Hardy in a sex shop, and this is a post-apocalyptic film. Tom Hardy. You know who Tom Hardy is?
I think I already saw this movie.
And this is from
this is actually pretty
Peacock
close to
something ZZZ. Tom Hardy in a sex shop? Peacocks. Yeah.
Peacocks.
Peacocks.
Always
No,
presenting
it's
those peacocks.
Peacock.
60 seconds on the clock. We'll start off with Gus. Ready, set, go.
In.
No.
Keep talking. This isn't the back
Wrong
and
thing.
forth
I was here
words.
for
Yeah.
rehearsal. Okay, so after the world has ended, there's only a small group of survivors left in the world, and they've banded together to form a small settlement. And in this settlement, of course, they need to try to procreate to repopulate the world.
Ryan.
So Tom Hardy stars as the proprietor of the only sex shop in the post-apocalyptic Earth. Now, materials for good dildos are few and far between. That's almost how you say that.
Gus.
So he has to go on a quest to scavenge for latex because it has become the commodity upon which the economy is based.
Ryan.
But the only good source of it left over is the dead people's breast implants. So he has to actually mine breast implants from dead supermodels.
Gus.
So, of course, he goes to California, where there's the highest population of supermodels, and has to fight through the wilderness to get his latex to bring it back to make his dildos to repopulate the world.
Dildos come into play when populating.
I mean, I guess
Title of the movie, Gus and Ryan don't know how sex works.
How do you make babies?
I think that's like the working title.
Should be Mad Max, like with triple X at the end.
This
isn't your movie, Blaine. Shut up.
I'm trying to fucking help you, Gus.
Do your own.
They don't want your help. They literally don't want it. Like your answer was actually a better answer, and they're like, "Fuck you." That was good. That was really good. That actually, I followed that pretty well.
It flowed. It had a certain pithy story to it. Yeah. Pithy.
Bringing out the $5 to Ryan.
They get money?
What is you used the word no one else knew except for him, and you didn't get 5 points.
Yeah, 5 points for pithy.
Pithy.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm okay with that.
I came here to be on a game and not get this abuse.
Did you?
Do you want to go?
No, I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
You got this, Joel. We can do this.
Kanye West in Key West, and it's a Western. And this is from Tara at Tara Lingard.
Damn, I got a good one for this.
So you don't know this is theirs. You guys get different props.
I know, I'm bummed.
Oh, we have props. No, they get the hat.
Oh,
there you go.
Get off! Please, sir. Thank you. And we win. We win.
You're just trying to win this whole thing with props. You got hats, dogs, and bells.
Kanye West in Key West, and it's a Western film. You look actually pretty natural in that.
I think it's on backwards.
Yeah. No, he's got it right. So 6 seconds on the clock. Ready? Start with Joel.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Key West.
Jack.
And he was in a car with the top down, driving down in
Come on,
Florida
Luigi.
south to Kanye West, where he was going to go and hang out with some horses that happened to be in the Western Corral near the Keys that he was hanging out at.
Joel?
But he had a problem. Because there were rustlers in town.
You got to snort
Jack.
in the audience.
And those rustlers were named Northeast, and they were the most vicious rustlers this side of the West Coast.
Joel?
Because they rustled. And that, when you're in the West, is bad, apparently.
Jack.
And the rustlers were led by the Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Westbrook, who... Oh, damn.
I appreciate you working another West in there.
Which are in the NFC West.
They are.
Do you feel confident about that?
Not that much.
Yeah. Title to this?
The Rustling Kevins.
That sounds
Precisely.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. From the West Coast.
From the West Coast.
Otherwise, he might quit his job.
The only good thing that came out of that movie pitch was that you actually finally got eyebrow cam.
You did.
And I don't think you even saw it.
Did he demand it?
Stop it! You're the one who keeps looking at the goddamn.
I had to, because otherwise it just is the profile on my face. They forced me to look at it. Don't do it again.
I mean, it could be tighter. I mean, I don't want to criticize. You know, it could probably.
I'd a nickel for every time I said that.
My eyebrows.
You know, you could also just go like this.
Could be closer.
Ant-Man in Hell in a rom-com. And this is from Sarah Da Silva. So Ant-Man, 60 seconds on the clock, starting off with Dan.
Okay.
In Hell, ready, set, go.
Ant-Man meets the devil in hell who's had a sex change to a female devil. And they go, she-devil. They go on a little river trip along the river in hell, trying to
Gavin.
get out so they can have a nice...
Gavin.
You gotta stop talking.
Sorry.
Ant-Man gets interrupted by Jennifer Aniston, who's on a gondola of lava, and they crash. He gets really small, jumps down her throat, and spends the rest of his hell time in her gullet.
Dan.
And he really enjoys it so much, but then she has indigestion and putes him out onto the boat, and he crawls back up her leg.
Gavin.
And then straight back down her leg, because he wasn't interested in anything that was happening up there. Then he gets big again. He embraces her gently and consensually.
Dan.
After eating a banana, which he...
I don't know.
He went up the leg, he went down the leg, he got tired, had a banana. And then the movie was over.
It's a lot of climbing.
There's
a lot of climbing. He's got long legs, man.
I think if you watch back, you can see the moment where Dan broke at the end.
I was
there,
like,
where
oh shit. You had 2 seconds left.
I don't know. That was good. You did good, Dan. You did good.
You carry this
No, I don't want your sympathy.
You give the.
That was good, B. Well done. Thanks.
He wants Gavin's sympathy. That's all Dan ever wants is Gavin's sympathy. All right. Name of the movie. What's the name of this movie?
Ant-Man goes up Jennifer Aniston's leg.
Thank you, Drax.
It's a long title.
It's just literal. It's like Ant-Man in hell. It goes up Jennifer Aniston's leg, then goes down, then a banana shows up. Coming this fall.
It's accurate.
It is accurate. Thank you. There's not a lot of accuracy in marketing. Marketing from Dan Grishy. 40 to 10. Yes. Thanks
That's for
to
you,
Aaron.
Barbara.
Thank you. That face, Barbara. Damn.
Oh.
Some makeup vampire ass.
Let's move on. Gavin Free in Russia, and this is a dark romance. This is from Misfit Gaming MG.
Dark romance. That's a made-up genre.
Such
dark
as
romance.
what?
It's up to you as the artist to define this, okay? Okay. I'm not here to explain it to you. You guys are supposed to explain it to me, okay? This isn't my pitch. You got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Dark romance, guys.
We'll start with Chris on this one. 60 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go.
Pitch dark. You can't see anything. Gavin Free emerges from the blackness, and he he sees in Russia.
Matt.
He sees in Russia a tea shop, and he really wants some tea because he's fucking British. So he goes over this tea shop, and there's a girl there.
Chris.
It's Natalie Portman, and she says to him in a Russian accent, "Hello, Gavin."
Matt.
And of course, he doesn't speak in Russian accent, so he doesn't know what she's saying. So it's like it becomes a romance thing where he's
Chris.
trying to figure out what she's saying,
and he decides to talk to a African American woman, and
Matt.
And then he gets really racist all of a sudden out of nowhere.
It was a dark romance.
That was a dark romance. I didn't see it till the end there.
Yeah. And Natalie Portman has to jump up and defend this poor African American
okay? You're out of time.
And the two of them fall in love.
Ship has sailed, and you just have to let it go. Okay.
I think for dark romance, I was thinking Game of Thrones. Chris went immediately like Jackie Brown. we all have different thoughts, I guess.
Name of this movie.
Jackie Brown 2.
Very good. Let's move on to our second game, which is impromptu pitch. There we
Got
go.
him right in the note.
Did he touch your nipple?
Touch me right there.
That's what he does. This is Diddler.
You don't
We need to add it like a sound effect. It's like when he touches you.
You like it.
It's like the sound of like 40
Don't
man has
tell
been
anyone
smoking.
or I'll kill your family.
Don't tell
dark
each other.
Impromptu pitch. Samuel Jackson in Chuck E. Cheese, and this is a rom-com, another rom-com. This is from Brian Ford III?
Yeah.
Brian Ford III. So, 6 o'clock, Samuel Jackson in Chuck E. Cheese, starting off with Andy. Ready, set, go.
Samuel L. Jackson has infiltrated a Chuck E. Cheese under the disguise of a 6-year-old child.
Michael.
So he goes in, and his job is to check the cleanliness of the ball pits. He's like an inspector, So he goes. He's a 6-year-old. He goes in. He's checking out the ball pits.
Andy.
But then he sees that Chuck E. Cheese has a new mascot. It's a female, and he wants to inspect it more. So he has to decide if he wants to break his cover to reveal himself as really true Samuel L. Jackson.
Because he cares so much about this female mouse. It's Chuck E. Cheese as a woman, and he falls in love with this animatronic creature, and he just has to confess that I am Samuel Jackson, the 60-year-old man, not a 6-year-old child, and I'm in love with your robotic body.
Andy.
But then he decides that he does do it, and they get married, and they have a lot of nice children, and they're in all the action movies from here on out, and the end.
Wait, so like they're in this movie and then they're in other movies, or what?
Yeah, it's
is it a true story?
It's got some layers to it.
Well, we all know that a big part of the movie industry is tentpole productions, and so he's selling this. He's selling this with.
Andy was kind of stumbling between fiction and non-fiction.
It's true. Yeah, he was going back and forth between. I think he thought Samuel L. Jackson was just hanging out at a Chuck E. Cheese and not filming a movie.
Somehow Samuel L. Jackson fucked an animatronic girl mouse and then had babies.
I thought it was just a mascot, but then Michael made the animatronic.
No,
thing,
but he made that before you said that babies were coming around. So you had.
Yeah, I know, but I was still thinking of mascots.
He just ignored what I said. Is what you're saying? He just ignored that part of the movie.
Andy was like looking off here. He just like not paying attention to anything, and Michael's just back there.
It was coming to me.
Yeah, he watched the movie and was like, "Nah, that scene didn't happen." But this next scene, it's awesome. It's awesome.
He's editing it as you pitch.
Yeah,
it's like it's being edited as you're watching.
What's the name of this?
Mousetrap 2.
That was really good. That was really good.
The finger touched
I think it got your nipple that time.
We had a lengthy discussion about the.
Sorry, that was the finger. From
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
know what that was. I just
Okay.
didn't know what you were going to do at the end there.
Barney the Dinosaur in Jurassic Park, the location. This is a horror film. And this is from Unstoppable.
All right.
So Barney the Dinosaur. 6 seconds clock. We'll start off with Colton on this one.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
All right. Barney and his friends, a couple of raptors, take a vacation to Jurassic Park. It's all supposed to be fun and games. They're going to go swimming. Barney wants to have a good time.
Aaron.
And this psycho named Chris Pratt shows up. And he's like, he sneaks up to them and he starts massaging their shoulders, trying to gain their trust.
Colton.
Barney eats him immediately, without hesitation. Just kills this man. Bites off his head, bites off his, distressed jeans. And
Aaron.
Then they go back to the park and they're hanging out in the park. They're having a nice time. And then this other person shows up. It's Chris Pratt's brother.
Colton.
Barney kills this dude too. Has no problem with it. Eats him as fast as he can. Then they decide to go check out the Tyrannosaurus Rex exhibit.
Aaron.
And Tyrannosaurus Rex bites Barney's head off, like right there. And so it's just his friends standing around Barney's dead body, and they're like, that's the end of the movie.
Boom. Nailed it. We nailed it.
I even have to look at the hand.
3X
Just go like that.
What's the name of this?
Jurassic Pratt.
I think that's how the best writing partners work, where one just
Ruins
kills
the other.
every idea possible that the other one's doing
Yep.
by writing it out by a dinosaur biting that character's head off.
It's how you become a head writer. You're just like, no, it's shit.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta take this.
That was good. I'd actually really like to see that.
Terrifying.
Especially in the end with Barney dying. I think we all want to see Barney.
Well, he had killed America's sweetheart, Chris Pratt.
Right. And his brother.
And his brother. And his well-known brother.
Does he have a brother? Do we even know if Chris Pratt has a brother?
I don't know. I was just trying to make my stories, man. I have a story to tell.
No, you don't. Let's go to the other team.
Plus, we can't neglect the fact that we lost a pair of distressed jeans in there. It's also really important.
Where'd the hat go?
I think you used all the prompts in there.
We did Western, Key
Right.
West, and
they were
Kanye
in
West.
Kanye West.
They were going to Kanye West.
The place.
Yes.
Which is a music festival located in Kanye West's
It's actually it's south of Miami.
south of Miami.
Yeah.
Which is where he lives. I'm done telling the
Yeah,
story.
the clock stopped. I don't know. We're still going.
You're doing that thing again where as long as I keep looking at you, you'll keep talking.
Stop looking at me, John! Freaking me out.
Okay. So that's the first pitch. All you have to do
Is that what that was?
is say something better than that.
Good luck.
That's all you have to do. Okay? I'm sorry.
I always look there too. Yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Sweet.
This is a male strip club, and this is a drama. This is from
a movie that exists.
at Marco 23.
Yeah, this is called Magic Mike XXL.
I know almost all of those things. I have no idea what drama is. But
Is
I think
it a
I've got
drama, though?
Carrie, let's take this somewhere new, okay?
Oh,
Let's
no,
make
this is
special.
new. This is new.
Oh,
This
yeah?
is new. Okay.
God, I'm
So you got 6 seconds clock. We'll start off with Carrie on this
All
one.
right.
Ready, set, go.
Channing Tatum, who's worked at a male strip club for years, suddenly
got a thyroid condition and is now super fat.
Lindsay.
Like really fat.
Luckily, it's in 2015 now. People are okay with that. In fact, they're actually interested in that, both men and women. So they kind of want to pay for that extra flubbage to hit them around a little bit.
Carrie.
So he actually makes a fortune becoming the world's next best male strip club drama, and read too many words, but this new fame he doesn't like anymore because he's not the same that he once was.
Lindsay.
Yeah, it's all about the money now. It's all about the money and the photos, and that's all anyone cares about anymore. No one cares about my feelings anymore. It's all about the fat.
Carrie.
And he this long bender where he's stripping and he like knocks the pole over and like the building collapses because apparently the strip pole was actually like, weight bearing.
Lindsay. Lindsay.
Luckily for him, at that moment, a Texas billionaire is passing by because this, of course, takes happen in LaBeouf in Austin, and he pays for the whole thing, including a lap dance from the fatso. Done.
Now you can ring the bell.
Name.
Magic Mike Triple XL.
Yep.
If nothing else, I love that we just had the sentence came out. It turned out that the stripping pole was low-bearing.
And also, we went to the 1920s for a brief portion of it too.
Now see here, kids. Oh my gosh!
It was all just Channing coming out of me. I was like, Channing, stop, please. Your
Man.
problems aren't mine.
Both of those, I'd really like to see both of those. 25-15, white women are winning.
We got some work.
I gotta say the practice high five. I gotta say in the practice round we had like 250 points. Somehow.
Right,
So now
those-
the scale's gone way down.
Right.
Like the scales on Aaron's
Well,
pick.
those aren't the real fake points. These are now the real fake points.
Oh, I see.
A lot of things were different during the practice round, Bernie.
Yeah.
Right. Your scratches.
Including your shirt.
We have to explain it at some point, but we won't because we're going to move on to the next game, which is Impromptu pitch. Wilson from Castaway, and this is a Spaceship to Mars, and it's an action film. This is from At Caro's The Person. So you guys, your character's Wilson from Castaway. You remember Wilson, Joel?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have actually a little help for you.
Oh,
Seriously?
Jesus.
There you go.
Jesus.
So
Wow.
That's actually Wilson.
This is like the best looking prop that's
the one
ever
from the
happened in
movie.
our entire production company. Jesus Christ, that's amazing.
So there's Wilson, Spaceship to Mars, action film.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Directed by Joel Heyman. 6 seconds on the clock. We'll start with you, Joel. Ready, set, go.
In a world where spaceships are, the spaceships are traveling the universe.
Jeremy?
Only one volleyball got spiked into the hangar of this spaceship. And
Then it traveled across many universes.
it's going to Mars.
One universe in particular where it had a planet.
Jeremy?
But on board the ship, a load of alien basketballs made their way from Mars, and upon landing,
Joel?
Wilson
Talked about his trip and how he was racist against basketballs.
Jeremy?
and for being horribly racist, he was sent away from Mars, where the basketballs continued to bounce in happiness and
Yeah! Yes! That is an amazing story.
as soon as you
Cousins.
threw the ball to Joel.
Well, I gotta say, that movie sounded action-packed.
Yeah.
I found the right camera.
I think you're actually shinier than the ball.
I think so too. It's makeup.
We're all just going to wait while Bernie
I'm checking Twitter.
finishes checking Twitter.
You told me to look for Twitter for prompts.
We don't need you to do it. We did it ourselves.
All right, that's right. All right, I misunderstood your instructions.
He was trying to participate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help out in some way.
That's how the game goes. Whatever. Let's move on to Impromptu pitch.
I need person.
Hey!
Momma Narvaez.
Whoa! Come on now. All right. Dude, uncool. You really got to invite me to those things.
Speaking of brown people.
All right, Momma Narvaez. Who is here?
Hi.
I
Just the worst.
need a place. Pizza Hut. What genre? Let's do a rom-com.
It's kind of.
Rom-com. Ready, set, go.
Okay, so get this. One day, Ray's mom is in Pizza Hut, and she spots a handsome gentleman suitor behind the counter.
Carrie.
His name is Liam Neeson, and he is undercover trying to find the furry bandit. You gonna switch or no? That's fine. So he's undercover looking for the furry bandit, and he needs to work at Pizza Hut because it's all over RTX.
Dan.
But nothing weird happens because Ray's mom is so super nice and cool. And it's definitely not going to go a weird, violent, or sexual place, obviously.
No.
Gary!
So he decides to take her out on a series of nice dates to the Olive Garden, Red Lobster, just really all of the great places. And
Dan. You know, they share a respectful wave from a nice distance at the end of their meal.
Gary!
And then he calls her a taxi, and she goes on her own way, and then he goes on his own way.
Dan.
Because she's a modern woman, and she don't need no man.
Name.
Oh.
The cheesiest bite.
The cheesiest bite.
Yeah.
It's the cheesiest bite with the parentheses, what the fuck was Liam Neeson doing in this movie? Close parentheses.
They really threw out the
Not
money.
Ray's mom. She
A lot of
doesn't need it. She's
punctuation
her
in
own
these
woman.
titles. All right. So Thor in elementary school.
This sounds like for us.
This sounds
but-
like
all
it's
right,
in our
that's,
wheelhouse,
That's all
but
right.
all
We'll
right.
let them have it.
Yeah, you will, because you already went.
Yeah, but we're
We're
Jared's
good. We're Jared's kids, man. We're
Yeah.
making a pedophile
This
joke.
is our deal.
The joke's been there
the word pedophile.
The joke's been there the
It's just a
entire
word.
episode. He just points out the pedophile aspect of it.
Don't
like,
say the
oh,
word.
oh,
Don't say the word.
Too far. Too far. Come on.
Where is this audience anyway? I just
I
feel
don't
like
know.
a weird.
I think they came from church.
That's where we get all of On the Spot's audience from.
I think they're in a church right now. I can't see them. I'm looking around. There's no
There they
audience
are. They're
here.
on the screen.
People of YouTube, those people are
There they
not
are.
here.
They're not in this building.
Yeah. They've been dead for 50 years. Bernie, what's going on?
I don't know. You tell me.
You were trying to look like you were trying to get my attention.
I'm just waiting to go. That's all
Okay.
I'm doing. I'm sitting over here.
He's got a hot movie to pitch.
He's got the idea. 6 seconds on the clock, starting with Bernie. Ready?
All right.
Blart
let's
something.
do that.
What?
Pluto,
This is Pluto.
Oh. The planet, the dog.
Fuck.
Or it could be the planet on
Not
Pluto?
a planet anymore.
What?
Yeah, Pluto's not
It's a dwarf planet.
Yeah,
Dwarf
well,
planet.
yeah.
60 seconds on the clock for the Blart guys. Starting off with Blaine. Ready, set, go.
All right, so Goofy and Pluto have a falling out, and Pluto decides to build a rocket ship because he's just, sad and alone that Goofy's, put him through all this hardship.
Kirk.
So he launches.
He launches Pluto into outer space, and we jump cut to Pluto crash landing on Pluto, the planet, right in the middle of the heart, the little heart that we just saw in the new photos of
Blaine.
A New Horizon.
Yeah, and then in that heart lives a breed, or just a species of wild alien dogs, and all of them are orange except for there's one pink one.
Kirk.
And they're all women. Every dog is a woman, and the orange one is a superwoman. She has like a very, very pulsating large vulva that is like outside of her body.
Blaine.
So then Pluto sees that, and he decides to be the alpha male of this tribe of women. So then they just start humping in a really funny way because it's a rom-com, and I just remembered that.
Kirk.
And then we find out like the main orange dog, whose name is Orangina. She is like works for a magazine on Pluto.
It's a pink one.
Oh, the pink one. Oh.
She's the pink one, and she's called Orange
Oh,
Gina.
and the title. He says your story doesn't hold
That
water.
movie sounds hilarious.
It's really funny. It's a romantic comedy. What's the title?
It's Must Love Dogs.
Must love.
Yeah.
Because it's in another.
We're fucking up. I really want to go home.
I
right
thought
now.
yours was way better. I'm going to be honest. The external vulva sold me. Yeah.
When I humped, this
It
chair
made
makes
that
a
ear,
creak.
ear,
Yeah,
ear,
you hear that?
ear.
I mean, that was probably point deduction for Blaine. Or Blaine? What's your name? Blaine? Yeah?
Brain?
Yeah?
Hey.
That's you again? Yeah,
That's
okay.
me. An external
I should have paid attention during the introduction.
giant pulsating vulva.
Yeah, like in
On a
like
pink dog.
Muto in Godzilla. You
Like
know, when
what?
It's
Good fucking reference.
Yeah.
That's her vulva. And there's like the bioluminescence is coming out of it. Anyway, these are all details that you'll see at the Cinemaplex next summer.
At the Cinemaplex.
I'm a grandpa.
All right, Grandpa.
What happened to the butterfly, though? What happened to the butterfly?
That's the first act, man.
For a butterfly went to school and just, who cares?
Yes, in that school
Started out
full
like a
of-
Reading Rainbow episode, and it ended horribly.
all I ever wanted was to make a game show and like have some improv games. We'll tell some jokes. We'll have some fun.
I'm having a great
Dude,
time.
John, you took the first step and you set on a path, and that path ended with Thor fucking the dude from Subway. That's the way it ended.
In an elementary school. Don't forget.
And they were both in child bodies.
No, I don't think Jared was.
No, Jared wasn't
Jared
a child
just
body.
transitioned,
That would be fucking weird. Butterfly was a metaphor, by the way. You guys
It
lost.
wasn't weird that he had transitioned to become.
No, I was totally on board with it.
I thought it was bad enough when a writing partner just like shuts down someone else's thing. It's even better when someone just in the middle of a pitch goes, "What the fuck?"
Well, wait, what did I shut down?
Nothing.
My creative genius.
It was a horror movie, right?
Literally every character he introduced, you killed, like immediately.
Oh, like a horror movie. Cool.
Oh, I'm starting to see your process now. I want to write with you more.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like in a horror movie, people die, stuff like that. In a rom-com, children have sex with trans people.
Yeah, but usually in a horror movie, the main character isn't killing everybody else. That's great. That's how you flipped it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is The Rock, the wrestler, and this is On the Rock Alcatraz, and it's a rock opera.
Oh my
And this is
God.
from CMD Fuller.
I don't even care what this pitch is. I want to see it immediately.
We did get fucked.
Rock, and
So
rock.
The Rock,
fucked,
Dwayne
okay?
Johnson, on Alcatraz with a rock opera.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I think this almost feels like it should have already been made.
Yeah, this is it. This is coming out next
So
Ballers.
6 seconds on the clock. Start with Michael on this one. Ready, set, go.
All right, so The Rock, he's in the WWE championship fight, accidentally murders his opponent.
Kirk.
He's dead.
The guy is dead, but The Rock loves this guy. He was his tag team partner. So what he does is he takes his dead body and he swims the channel to Alcatraz. And
Michael.
He sings while he's swimming because it's the only thing he can do to occupy his time, and he's just so upset over the loss of his best friend.
Kirk.
And
we didn't mention that he was damaged in the fight as well. He broke both of his arms. So the only way he knows how to fight crime and people is with dramatic vocals.
Michael.
And so he basically fights with his diaphragm,
Yes.
and he just shouts justice at his opponents, and they just crumble into submission at the beautiful sound of his voice. It's
Kirk.
like an angel.
And it all builds to the climactic scene where The Rock invites all of the former prisoners back to The Rock for a performance.
Wow.
Wow. It was going one way,
Yeah.
and it veered hard.
Yeah. But I think that's a good thing, right? You like that you can like kind of show the beginning in the trailers and then
Show
twist
us
you.
the same but different is what we say in the biz.
I guess if you don't have a trilogy to execute your movie, you gotta
Right.
No,
And
we
we're
get the
all
whole
about-
story in one film.
We're all
guys.
about tentpole productions
We
on the
got you.
spot.
That's the way the business is going. PCU kind of set that forward.
People, they don't have the attention span for
Yeah.
3 movies. You just get in, get out, that's it.
This is one of the few times where it's a tough decision.
Title, though? Title? Hard as a Rock.
Can I back that up with a subtitle? Rock and Awe.
Oh.
In a few
I got
oohs.
caught. You got oozes. I don't know what happened.
I want to say that I applaud you guys for not taking the easy path of just saying The Rock goes to prison on Alcatraz.
I'm going to be honest with you, Paul. That's what I was going with.
thought so.
And he really screwed me on that.
really took a
with
turn.
swimming
Yeah.
there. I don't know why we did that.
He had committed a crime and was going to go to jail.
That's
And-
why he murdered someone.
Exactly.
But
The crime was so heinous they needed to reopen Alcatraz.
Yes.
Swimming with 2 broken arms, no less.
Instead, it became
lot of
like
this
this
goes
drama, like a lone survivor or something. Like,
Let's find out what points are.
They're the thing that helps let you win the game.
55.
That's
Oh
what
yeah, I
points are.
forgot. You got.
Sorry, we'll be
You
all
got.
right. I got the bonus 5,
You
yeah,
got
for
bonus
saying nice
5.
things about you.
You did.
Before that's the start of the seduction was
Yeah.
actually at the beginning when I was like, "Hey man, you're looking good."
You were
today."
even ready for foreplay
Yeah,
without
it's
even
foreplay,
finding
yeah.
out what the question was.
It's important.
Yeah.
Keep everything ready.
I've always known we've had a good connection, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
He's gonna
There's
puke.
a flight. There's been a flight
Yeah, dude,
all day.
he's feeling pretty
All right,
cute
impromptu
right now.
pitch is the game. Listen up. We're
hey, dial it in, Dan.
Yeah.
God.
Impromptu pitch. You don't know how to play the games. I'm trying to re-explain them again. When I went through rehearsal,
Dude, life is a game.
You didn't
John.
rehearse
Just
it.
roll with it.
Right.
Plus, if you don't explain it to me, I've got an excuse when we inevitably lose.
But I gave you points for those compliments.
Fine.
Okay.
Be gentle, internet.
Donald Trump, Univision headquarters, and this is a Spanish soap opera. Oh, yeah. This is from @Mopar_Zach.
Dios mío.
I'm actually really excited because you know nothing about current events.
Nope.
But I do. But you do.
Thank God.
But there's going to be half.
I know
Okay.
a lot about Spanish soap operas, though. And Donald Trump's that dude that fires people.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You amaze me.
Thanks, John.
Every time you're on the show, you amaze me.
Thank you, John. Happy to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad they let
Summer's
you out of the
Eve.
closet to come over to the show today.
It's a storage facility, but, you know. Tomato.
He lives under the
60
stairs.
seconds on the clock. We're going to start with Miles on this one.
All right.
6 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go.
Donald Trump was just a traveling mariachi at Univision headquarters when one day he realized he was going to have to do the fight of his life.
Shannon.
He decided to put on boxing gloves and he put on a luchador mask and he challenged the most impressive Mexican wrestler he could find, El Santo.
Miles.
El Santo was known for being a killer in the ring and a lover in the sheets.
Shannon.
So while they're fighting, El Santo realizes that Donald Trump's bad reputation for being insulting to Mexicans was actually misplaced and that he should woo Donald Trump in an attempt to win his millions and his love.
Miles.
Until they found out they were long-lost hermanos. The guitar's really important. So they immediately stopped this fight and attempted to learn more about each other, and some of it was in Spanish. And, and then the time ran out.
What's Spanish for incest?
What the camera couldn't capture was the look on Miles' face when Shannon revealed that Donald Trump has a bad reputation with Mexicans.
I was like, great, this is going to play great into the narrative.
Miles went, It's like the light bulb turning on.
No wonder these were all paired.
That was fantastic. What is the name of this feature film Spanish soap opera?
El Trompo.
El Trompo.
You listen.
Yeah, the guitar was great.
Thank you.
I
You guys are like, your team is all about the little like musical bits at the end of your
They had
stuff.
flair.
I feel like it adds a lot of.
What the fuck was that?
Little keyboard sting.
No, that's a sweet organ. Like
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Man.
Jesus.
Let's find out what our points are at the end of that round. 10-20, close game.
Very close.
So you might say that they won 2 and we won 1.
You
What?
might, you might, you're right. You might say that.
Anti-joke.
Minus 5 points from Barbara for that, whatever that
Damn it, Barbara. This is the worst Hogwarts house ever.
was. I think Barbara has the potential for losing the most points with just her.
This is worse than Hufflepuff.
Just for me being me.
Because you make horrible jokes all the time. They're
You
just
like them sometimes.
I thought we were learning here. Okay. The more you know, John.
No.
Except Barbara.
Have I mentioned how nice your shoes are?
The more you know.
Barbara immediately went to the complimentary route. Too late.
Damn it.
Let's go to our second game, which is impromptu pitch.
Impromptu bitch.
Minus 5 points again.
Aw, now we have no points.
Damn it. I'm feeling ambitious.
Time on the clock. Let's play one more game.
Okay, so who have I not offended? Because I'm going to aim specifically at you.
What are your triggers? Tell me now.
People just start yelling out things for you to offend them with.
Make fun of Asians!
Points to Miles.
Let's do it. Check it on
Thor
Twitter.
in an elementary school, and this is a rom-com.
Oh, no.
This is from Absolute 0059.
Sure.
Go.
So as we all know, Odin is probably the worst father ever, and he got pissed off at Thor one day because he stepped on a fucking stupid mythical butterfly or something like that.
John.
Anyway,
The fuck is going on? And the butterfly flies to an elementary school where two young children are making eyes at one another.
Bernie.
And so Odin says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to punish you for this. I'm going to banish you to Earth in that fucking elementary school, and you got to get a woman to fall in love with you as an 8-year-old child. So Thor goes down to the elementary school. It's right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Excuse
John.
me.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you for being specific, Bernie. So Thor is in an 8-year-old child's body, and all of a sudden, the doors to the school cafeteria open, and who should walk through but Jared from Subway?
Bernie!
Who had recently transitioned from male to female, so he qualified technically for Odin's challenge. So Thor immediately goes to work on Jared. Jared is smitten by the 8-year-old boy. Thor... What the fuck? Oh my God!
What is the name of this twisted film?
The Philadelphia Experiment.
Yes!
Oh, God. God damn it.
Yes.
Who's going to play Blaine in that?
Blaine would play himself?
I don't think so.
Tate Diggs.
Yeah, there you go. Ty Diggs, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be
I
good.
don't know, Justin Bieber's like maybe douchey enough. He can
Yeah.
pull it off, I think.
Yeah.
He works out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This
Finally.
This one's nice and this one's nice.
Is one bigger than the other?
It is. This
That's
this
your
one's
sternum.
bigger than this one.
You're pointing to the middle of it.
What? No. So like you can't tell, but the's like a little thing.
You got some righty
So if I'm
tighty.
doing this. And you can't,
All right, enough of his tits. Do you want the points, Aaron?
Does one finger even cover one of your eyebrows?
I'm tired.
It's
and
not.
I'm what?
Needs to be tighter.
Wait,
I don't-
he's
I don't think
working
they-
on it. He's
I'm
working
gonna
on
need
it.
you to stop saying that.
It needs to be tighter.
We're gonna do this a little differently. I'm gonna let you guys decide who wins.
Oh, you guys look so great. Oh, you all look at you guys. So beautiful. Man. Oh, are you working out? Damn. So nice. The marinara. Wow. And just, you know, the way that your eyes sparkle in the moonlight, oh, it really captures my heart.
I could see Danny DeVito fucking a dinosaur.
That's not what I requested.
At least 5 points for that line. There you go.
All right. Oh, so we've made up the 5 points.
There you go.
Totally on your
I heard
side.
one clap. There was one person clapping, and I could hear the people going, "No, honey, no."
Mario and Luigi, am I right?
Yeah.
See?
Nope.
I got
You got one over here. I think that was
one.
That was like
No
Yvonne.
one cares about either one of us.
Dang, wow. Ooh, you guys over here are looking super fly, but you guys are looking super fine. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, you. You always make me laugh.
All right.
No. He's 100 miles away.
You just fucked all of your campaigning.
Damn it! I mean, you guys look great.
It seems
He's
like
got
just
problems, too.
it was made for that. That Batman was just set up for that sort of message.
That's right.
Wouldn't you agree, Joel?
No.
Thank you, Joel.
All it took was to explain the horror genre, and we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
What happened? Did we
welcome to
break
my world.
Colton? You had nothing to say to that.
I did. I went, yeah, all right. That was it.
He learned from Aaron, don't say anything when someone gives you points. Just go, yeah, you got points.
Thank you.
Mouth shut.
I like to win.
I'm taking you all out to Pizza Hut tonight. On John's dime. What a great guy.
I'm gonna give points to Team Pewt on that.
Oh,
one.
come on.
Yeah.
Just make another compliment. You'll be
Dan
fine.
really wants the trophy. He's really upset.
You guys look great. Super duper great. That's for us. That's for us. That's for us. I'm as tall as you now. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. And now us again.